What's up, coders? It's me again, Vish from the Code City, and today we'll be making a layout like Pinterest. We'll be making a staggered view in RecyclerView. So you'll be seeing cards of different sizes, just like the Pinterest UI. So let's get started. First of all, open a Banner Studio, click on File, open a new project. Let's name the new project Staggered RecyclerView. Okay. Okay. Click on next. Let it be. No need to change that if you really want to change that. Okay, just click on add no activity, double click on that, and let it get started. Okay, so we are done. We are ready. Okay, so first of all, what do we need is a recycler view. So where do we get a recycler view? You cannot directly use recycler view. It's in a support library. You need to include the dependency here. So let's go to Google and write recycler view dependency. Now you see this support library packages. Click on that, open that. Now scroll all the way down. Where is RecyclerView? See, here you can find RecyclerView. Copy it. Paste it in your module app. This is called app level Gradle file. We shall read this one and not this one. Copy it in this one. Now see, your my compile SDK version is 26. This app compile is 26. This also needs to be 26. So let's try compile. Change it to 26 plus. Now we are done. We also need a card view because we'll be showing cards just like the Pinterest UI. So for that also we have a library. Where is it? Okay, see, you can see a library here. Copy it. Compile. Change the version on this also. Okay, we are ready. So now just click on sync now and let it sync. Okay, so the Gradle build is complete. Now we are ready to write our code. So first of all, let's right click on resources folder, create a new resource file. Its type is layout. The name is let's write layout. Now see this, just go here and create a recycler view. Very simple. Match parent, hide also match parent. Let's give this a name. ID is RName. Now create a new layout resource file. Now what we are creating now is it will be seen as a grid in the recycler view. So we have all multiple sizes grids in the recycler view. What we are creating now is how one grid should look like. So let's just name grid RV. I'm pretty bad at naming, I know. And let's create. Okay. We'll just check what it looks like here. Create a card view. Match parent. In fact, let's keep the linear layout inside the card view because that's how we will design our layout. Still, you cannot design layout with multiple components directly inside CardView. You need a root layout inside a CardView, and inside that you can design the way you like. So copy it here. we need this namespace up in the CardView because it's the root layout now. Yes, it's pretty good. Okay, so I've messed this up. Yeah. Layout and okay, so it's pretty clean now. End this tag. Okay, so first of all, I'll include an image view in here. Let's say layout with is match parent, height is wrap content, because then it will take as much space as that is required. Below that, let's say text view. Let's have width is wrap content, no problem. Let's give this an ID. Let's call it text. Oh, I just received a clear notification. Let's just name it TV caption. We'll write a caption below the image. Let's name this image view. What do we name it? Main img. Let's call it IV main image. I write IV and TV in front of IDs because then if I type ID when I'm referencing to this image view IV, then I get all the list of all the IVs, so I don't have to remember name that much. So okay, now let's make a card view look like a card with corners and shadows. So first thing is you need, what do you need is you need radius. So that card, right card corner radius, and let's just keep it 15 dp. And let's create a margin here. That's how you'll be able to see shadows. Margin of 16 dp. Now at the moment, I'm not sure if you can see in this preview, but you will be able to see when we run this app. Just for testing purposes, let's create a source. What do we have? We don't have anything at the moment. I'll just select anything default. Okay, and just write some text default caption. Okay, so let's enter this. So what we do is keep it wrap content height, otherwise it will take full height available. And let's name it, let's give the gravity center. Okay, so now we have everything centered. Let's just give a little margin, otherwise it will not look good. Let's give a margin of 8 dp. Okay, it looks fine now. So let's begin with our Java code. Open a Java folder, right click here, create a new Java class, name it main activity. It should extend app compat activity. Click Ctrl O, then you get this list of all the methods that you can override. Then write on create and select on create. So let's create a variable to store our RecyclerView. RecyclerView rv main. Let's click Ctrl Alt and Enter to import our RecyclerView. Now put a reference for RecyclerView. Okay, RecyclerView. Now this is where my naming technique comes in use. If I write RV, see, RV is short for RecyclerView, and if I have more than one RecyclerViews, I could see the list of RecyclerViews. So click select and click RecyclerView. Now what we need to do is we need to create a ViewHolder. ViewHolder is where you define the components of your single grid. So, and you will change the content of your RecyclerView using the view components in the ViewHolder. So first create a private class, let's call it GridHolder. You should extend your ViewHolder in the recycler view. Now see, it's showing error at the moment because we have not implemented the default constructor. Let's go to this error line and click Alt Enter, and then create a constructor. Now, what do we have in our grid? What should we have in a single grid of our recycler view? We should have an image view, and we have a text view to hold our caption. Okay, so now where is our image view? What is the reference for image view? Image view is, what was the ID main image, and what was our text view? It was the caption. So we have referenced our image view and text view. Now we will need to use it inside our recycler view. Now see, notice what we are doing is we are using this find view by method on this view. We will need to pass a view. We will need to pass this view to this grid holder. What this view is this grid recycler view. So we are finding r.id.mainImage inside grid RV. So we will pass this grid RV to this grid holder from inside the adapter. Now let's create an adapter. Adapter binds your data to your recycler view, to your holders. So adapter is where all the binding to different rows or different grids happens in recycler view. So let's create a private class, call it my recycler adapter. Let's extend adapter from the recycler view. Now we need to pass here. We need to name what holder are we using. We are using grid holder. Again, it's showing error because the methods that we need inside this class are not implemented yet. So just click Alt Enter again. Implement all the required methods. Select all of them. Now, okay. So in here, we need to what do we need to display? We need to display images with their captions. So first, let's create an array of bitmaps. Bitmaps are where you store your images, and then this item count gives the count of items inside recycler view. If this is set to 0, your recycler view will not populate. You will have no items inside your recycler view. So what we need is we need to have items as much items as we have in this array. So the amount of items that we will return is the amount of images that we have in this, is the number of images that we have in this bitmaps. So, and this on create view holder is where we will pass this GridView grid_rv to our grid holder. So first create a view. Let's see, we are in creator dot this dot inflate r dot layout dot parent pause. So this is what should be the parent of a grid inside the recycler view, and then second parameter is parent. This false. This false means that we will not attach our grid to a parent, because if we try true, there will probably be an error because our grid will already be attached to our recycler view. So now just what we return is we return a new grid holder with view. This view is this item view, and we are finding this component inside this view. So it is main image inside this grid recycler view. Okay, so let's begin. Now On bind ViewHolder, you just get the reference to image view, set image bitmap and bitmaps position. This position is the position where the item will be displayed, where this bitmap will be displayed. Okay, now in the text view, let's just set text caption and just add caption number. Okay, we are almost done. We just need to create a constructor where we'll pass this bitmap, where we will pass these bitmaps. A trick to include constructor is just click Alt and insert. You'll get this option, generate what you want to generate. Now click on constructor and select bitmaps. So we already have a constructor. Now let's say my recycler adapter equals to new recycler, new recycler, new my recycler adapter. So we have an error because we are not passing on bitmap arrays. So let's create a function that will return an array of bitmaps. Bitmaps. Okay. Now in here we will get the bitmaps from our drawable. So I'll just copy all the images that I've already downloaded. Okay, I'll just copy it and paste it in our drawable folder. So, I'll just copy them here, and in here let's create another array from bitmaps equal to how many images do we have? We have 10 items, so initialize with new bitmap and we have 10 images. Okay, so let's just 10 bitmaps 0 equals to bitmap factory dot equal resources and the ID of our IC item 1 and then create now return the 10 bitmaps. Okay, so we are pretty much done now. We have the data that we need to show. We have our adapter ready. We have our holders already coded. Now we just need to set up the recycler view. So let's pass this bitmaps to the adapter. And where is our recycler view? Recycler view dot set layout manager. This is very important. If you don't set a layout manager, then your recycler view will not work. Now this is very important. We have 3 default layout managers. One is linear layout manager, the other is grid layout manager, and the one we are using now is staggered view layout manager. I think, let's see what it is. It is staggered grid layout manager. So if we use the first one, you can see the context attribute set int def style attribute, int def style res. We'll have to use a lot of things that is not necessary. Let's just use the second one. In second one we have int span count and int orientation. Span count is the number of columns you want to have. We will have 2 columns just like Pinterest. And what is the orientation? Orientation is vertical. So we have set our layout manager. Now the final thing is we just need to set our adapter. We have adapter ready. Set my recycler adapter, and we are done. We are done with the coding. Now just add it to the manifest activity. Where is the new main activity? Now since this is the only activity we have, we'll have to set it as the main activity. Action is main. launcher. We are done. Now we just need to run this. So let's test it. Click on run, select your deployment target. I'll just run it on my device, but I'll show you what it looks like. Don't worry. So there it is. It wasn't that difficult, was it? You can find this full source code. You can find the detailed tutorial in my website. You can just check it out from the description. And yeah, you can also download the full source code from the website. It's pretty simple. What you do is you just create a recycler view, you define a view holder, you define an adapter, you set the layout manager, and voila. What is it called? How do you say it? And voila. And you're done. So it didn't run for some reason. We have an error. Let's debug it. Okay, I don't like debugging. Okay, we have an error. So fail to allocate. Okay, because it's a memory issue, because we are loading a lot of bitmaps right now. It's not the ideal way to do it. So just to get this error fixed, what we will do is we just set this large heap to true and run it again. This is a very important thing. Most of the time, whenever you get memory error, you just set large heap to true and it will fix it right away. It's not the efficient way, but it gets things done. So let's just run it again. Okay, again we have an error. I hope it's not the same error. We have a null pointer error. Okay, that's pretty stupid of me. We have not. Okay, not very stupid of me. What is this? Okay. Yes, very stupid of me, because I just directly referenced RV main without setting the content, so it doesn't know from where to search for this ID. So let's just set this layout, main layout. Now we are pretty much done. Now let's test it. Should be done now. No more errors. Okay. Yep. We are done. But the recycler view is showing full grids. The grids are not different sizes, they are of equal sizes. We don't want that. If we wanted that, we would have used grid layout manager. So what is the problem? The problem seems to be good RV. Okay, so let's start the debugging. The problem we have, I think, is this CardView is set to match parent. That's us taking full available height. Just set it to wrap content, and it should work. And at the moment, we also have the scrolling is kind of slow. We don't want that. So what we need to do is, sorry, where is it? We just transfer all these drawable to a new folder. Let's name it drawable underscore xxxx DPI, and then copy it here. What happens is when your files are in drawable folder, Android doesn't optimize it. It's loaded as it is. But when you keep it in your drawable folders according to different densities, then the size is reduced according to different devices. So let's just run it again and let's see if it works. Okay, it is done. It is working and it is scrolling perfectly fine. Now the images are looking a little cropped and there's a lot of spaces, so let's just set this to scale. Let's set the scale type to fit XY. What happens is your image will not be in the same aspect ratio, so it will stretch out, but it will take all the available space and it will look good in our grid. Let's restart it again. Okay, and we've got ourselves a very good looking recycler view. So we are done. As I said before also, if you want the full source code, check out the website. If you want a detailed tutorial where you can copy the code, you can check out the website again, and the link is in the description. So if you like this video or if you think it helped you, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. So yes, thank you for watching. Happy coding. Till next time. See ya.